BC, what's up? It's been a little bit. I'm super busy with a lot of work last week, and yeah, what are you gonna do? Life. It's really cold here in Dallas. I know most of you guys have been dealing with cold pretty much all winter, but it's kind of really cold here now. So, and it's like what 20s, I guess. But that's cold for here. So, anyways, on the turntable, Temptations Cloud 9. A little bit kind of funky Temptations a little bit. This is like late 60s, 69. You can kind of hear it in the background with the wah 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 wah. I dig it though, kind of liking it. Do a cover of Heard It Through the Grapevine on this one. Yeah. I did not have this one in the Temptations catalog, I guess you could say, of my collection, so it was nice to get that. That was at Josie Records. I was in the $2 bin, so just fantastic shape. I couldn't pass it up. So next was I don't want to say a grail, but an album I've been wanting for quite a long time. I've been looking, and I just never wanted to pay the prices that they go for. So I got one at a very reasonable price, well below what they go for. So I had to hop on it. It's Joe Henderson, Mode for Joe. It's an original mono press, Blue Note. Just a killer album. That cover too gets me every time, just so simply stated. Lee Morgan's on this one, Ron Carter, Bobby Hutcherson plays on this one, Curtis Fuller. Crazy lineup. Kind of crazy I even got this one, really. I mean, I've just been searching for so long. eBay, of course. I've been buying all these on eBay, but very happy to pick that one up. Next was another one, not jazz, but this is the Crystals. I've been looking for some original Crystals albums for, I don't know, seems like forever. I finally got tired of not having anything, even their greatest hits, the original greatest hits, it goes for crazy money, and I just didn't want to pay that, so I found this UK press. I think it was like the 70s or something, that has all the hits from their normal greatest hits. You can see all their, He's a Rebel on here. He's Sure the Boy I Love. And of course, Then He Kissed Me. So, trying to find the exact date on it, but I found this on eBay for, I think it was like $10. So, I had to get it. Very happy to have it. Love the Crystals. Girl, I'm a big fan of girl groups, Supremes, Crystals, Ronettes, all those. So. Next was a little trombone jazz. This is Kai Winding and J.J. Johnson, K and J.J. It's on the original Bethlehem Records. This was also at Josie Records in my $2 bin. Probably on the verge of VG to VG+. A few little pops here and there, but nothing that distracts away from the music for me. So, very nice to pick that one up. I like Kai Winding on some things. J.J. Johnson has a better catalog in my opinion, but next we got, I was at an estate sale last week and got this. Oh no, this is Josie Records as well, Split Ends. Kind of like some new wave, post-punk. This is Wayata? I don't know. Very cool, not my favorite album from them, but I enjoyed it. Hard Act to Follow's on here. Yeah, enjoyable. I just put that on one yesterday. Next one, also in the $2 bin at Josie. It's a CTI release from Stanley Turretin, Salt Song. CTI label. Billy Collin, Diodato, Ron Carter, Eric Gales on this one. So that's kind of why I bought it, was for the lineup. It's still very enjoyable. It says it's a promo, but the label does not say it's a promo. So, not sure. But like I said, I think Tunes for the Man Cave, Chris was talking about Mr. Turrentine, just how cheap his catalog is, and not cheap, just monetarily cheap, you know. So very enjoyable. This one I just got yesterday. Saw it in the estate sale, and I was like, man, I gotta pick this up. DJ Jazzy Jeff for the Fresh Prince. He's the DJ and I'm the rapper. I think this is like a 2-album. Oh, it's a new studio album plus bonus, like a scratch album. So you can, for all the DJs out there. Promo copy. Of course, he's got Parents Just Don't Understand, Nightmare on My Street, Pump Up the Bass. Who doesn't like DJ Jazzy Jeff, huh? Also, $2 bin at Josie. Everly Brothers. I've said it before. When I see it, I pick it up. Gotta do it. Till I Kissed You, When Will I Be Loved, Oh What a Feeling. More. I can't say enough about the Everly Brothers. Just so classic and great. This was kind of cool. I've been trying to get more from this label when I find it. And this is like a little ECM sampler. I don't know if you can see those artists on there. There's the ECM label. Got Keith Jarrett on it, Steve Kuhn and the Sheila Jordan Band. But very cool, just a little radio promo from ECM. Got McCoy Tyner. This is one of his releases on the Milestone label. Inner Voices. 1977, so kind of late 70s jazz, obviously, but still enjoyable. Love McCoy Tyner. I was trying to see who else plays on here with him. See, oh, Rod Carter, Jack DeJohnette. That's why I bought this. He's also got some horn soloists on here, but Jack DeJohnette, like I said, he's one of those people, when I see his name on something, I gotta have it. So, and then McCoy Tyner, of course, gotta have McCoy Tyner. So, what do we got here? This is just like a little Atlantic sampler. It's also in the $2 bin at Josie. Kind of a weird sampler. It's got Wilson Pickett, Yusef Lateef, King Curtis, Doug Sahm, the Bee Gees, Derek and the Dominoes. So a little bit of everything on this sampler. It's kind of cool. For $2, I'll take a nice little sampler any day. Next, it's a theme from what was it? Mondo Kane, Kai Winding, and Kenny Burrell. It's kind of a little surfy jazz, if you can kind of picture that. It's on the Verve label. Yeah, it's kind of a trip, this album, really. I don't know if it's more like The Ventures or if it's more jazz. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out. It's okay, though. Next one's very, very cool. Bobby Hutcherson, Stick Up. This has got McCoy Tyner, Joe Henderson, Billy Higgins. And it is a Liberty press, but that's actually a first stereo press. Just a later 60s album, 67, or I think it was 67. So, very, very cool album. It's very happy to get that. Cover's a little iffy. Vinyl's great. That's all I care about. I can always work on an upgrade cover. These next two I bought off eBay. Shocker, right? This is Jerry Mulligan Quartet. And features Mr. Chet Baker. It's original on Pacific Jazz. Actually, this is a second, because it says remastered reissue. So this is actually a second mono press, Pacific Jazz label. You guys know I've been on a Chet Baker kick lately, so a lot of the Jerry Mulligan records that he's on, you can have for a lot cheaper than his solo albums. So keep that in mind when looking for Chet Baker stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be just his album. You can find them on Jerry Mulligan, some Russ Freeman albums, maybe even some Bud Shank. So, yeah, I was very happy to get that. And the seller, I bought a couple things from him before, and I don't know if he knew that or whatever, but he threw this album in for as well, and this one was like near mint, and I didn't have it. Miles Davis, The Man with the Horn, on the Columbia label. So that was kind of cool, you know. I mean, Miles album I haven't had. I have not listened to this yet. I think this is like, yeah, this is early 80s, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm going to be on the fence about it, to be honest with you. But next couple I got at an estate sale. It's kind of cool. This is Pet Shop Boys, Please. And it was kind of cool because this is a, I don't know if you can read any of that, but it's a Greek pressing. I have one other album from the Pet Shop Boys, so very cool to get this one. I can't even read to you the songs on here. I literally cannot read Greek, so, but it's an enjoyable album, just know that. This one, I think this is a New Order. Oh yeah, New Order Brotherhood. You guys all know New Order. 80s band, very enjoyable. Not always in the mood for 80s, but when I am, it's nice to have that. I showed these guys my last video, I think, but this is a different album from them. This is UB40, Rat in the Kitchen, near Mint. This is at that same estate sale. Let's see, All I Want to Do, Tell Me Like It Is, the title track, Rat in the Kitchen, or Rat Me in Kitchen. Anyway, love UB40. Next, another ECM release, Keith Jarrett, the Cone Concert, which is a, I believe, a town in Germany. On the ECM label. Just a beautiful album. I mean, I listened to both. This is 2 discs, and I listened to both. It's just him on the piano. I mean, it just sounds fantastic. Really fantastic. I was really surprised that I would enjoy this much. I don't know. Just something, just the piano playing, and it was really nice and simplistic. Don't know what else to say. Next 2 from the same artist, David Grisman. This is Hot Dog. Some more jazzy, what was this, 1979. And to go along with this one, David Grisman Quintet. This is, I think it's just David Grisman Quintet 80. So, this was 1979, 1980, so some great albums from him. It's a Dynamic Bobby Bland. Here's the Man. Great Soul. Who would I compare him to? Bobby Bland. Kind of like an Otis, I guess. He kind of gets a little rock aspect of it, a little bit. Bluesy, a little bit. Soulsy, bluesy. Very enjoyable. Next we got Doug Sahm, Gruber's Paradise. Kind of a crazy cover. This one's like a little wavy a little bit, but pretty cool. I love Doug Sahm. I showed, I don't know, a couple videos back, I picked up one of his albums, and I was very happy to find this at a local antique mall, which I think is actually a dealer that I see at estate sales. I think I finally found where he sells, and it's a nice little honey hole. Next, oh, this was at that same estate sale with all the other 80s stuff. Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures. This is not an original, unfortunately. This is a Rhino reissue, which I thought kind of weird because it was like a Greek album, and I was like super pumped. I was like, man, is this an original? But it's not. It's a Rhino reissue, 2000 something. But my first Joy Division album, so I was happy to have it either way. So just a couple more here. Shangri-La's golden hits of the Shangri-La's. Of course, their famous hit leader of the pack. Very happy to get that. Love girl groups. Very happy to get this as well. Bill Evans. Montreux 2. Montreux Jazz Festival in Switzerland. This is on CTI. 1970. Bill Evans, beautiful piano player. Who else is on? Eddie Gomez and Marty Morell. He always plays with Eddie Gomez, so very cool to get that. And I think I already showed that one. And I think that's it, guys. I'll save some for next time, but yeah, just working away and still picking up stuff here and there, but still looking, always looking. Thought I would stop looking, but can't stop looking. So anyways, you guys take care, and we'll see you next time.